Welcome to In The Fishbowl with Sue Fish and Wole Ososami, who is the District 91 Londinium Conference Director, which is where we're at right now. Welcome, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sue, for having me.
So what have you learned from taking on the role of Conference Director?
Yes, for me the Conference Director role has been a growing experience. It's been something of learning to empower people and then to take my hands off so that they can own the role and do that which they want to do. So I was trusted with the role, I guess, and since that was on me, I then have to then also be able to empower and trust the people on the team that they can deliver what they have said they will deliver. So it's a growth, a big learning experience, taking my hands off and not getting things messed up.
And when did you start working on this conference?
It would have been probably 7 or 8 months ago, and what happened was there was a vacancy. The Division K was supposed to host the conference, and there was no one to take on it, and I said, I can do that. And I thought about it. I had a quick conversation with past conference directors, and so I had a good grasp of the time, the effort that it would take, and that said I could do that.
So you stepped up and said yes to the
I
opportunity?
did say yes and stepped up into the opportunity, that's right.
And what was your aim for the Londinium Conference, and how do you feel it's going on day 2?
Yes, my aim, I had 3 aims. One, we sat down together as a team and said what would ruin an attendee's experience, because conferences, no one's going to remember the good things. It's just that nasty experience, the queue, checking in, the food that was nice, the program that had some errors in grammar and things like that. That's what people pick on. So we took that together and we said, these are what we will make sure we avoided. So we did that. And the other thing was that we have the bigger room. Last year was a smaller room. Now we have a bigger room. We've got to sell tickets. We've got to make sure that the conference is well attended. So my aim was to fill up the auditorium. So that was good.
And did we do that yesterday?
I believe we were probably 10 or 20% less than anticipated, but it was definitely a lot more than we expected.
Well, it certainly looked very full from where I was sitting. So what have been your biggest challenges?
For me, the main challenge, because I'm working as part of a team, so it's not exactly my conference, it's a district conference. So my understanding of the fact that it's a district conference and helping the district leadership to deliver a conference that they wanted that will help members of District 91. So that was the initial understanding of that, and it was also a new concept. In the past, other clubs had owned their conference kind of a thing, so we're trying out new things with this one. So it was a big learning curve for me. Putting the team together, initially people were slow to get on board, so, and every time someone said, how could I do it? I said, yes, come on to the team. So we had a growing team, small at the beginning, but it got bigger and bigger. So that was a challenge. And then, of course, the details of the program, that took longer than expected, but it ended up being very good.
And what have you enjoyed the most?
What have I enjoyed the most? I enjoyed the international speech competition. I enjoyed the competition. I enjoyed the fellowship. I quite like the buzz in the room. Right from the beginning, there was energy in the room. People were chatting with one another, and that created an atmosphere that it was different.
Mm-hmm.
It was different, and I loved it. I enjoyed that.
And what about in the lead up, the planning? What did you enjoy most?
What I enjoyed most of the planning was the meetings we had together. The fact that we most of our meetings were not face to face, so we did a lot with Google Hangout. We did online meetings, and we had a food tasting. So we came to the hotel, because one of the feedback from last year was about the food. Okay, so people didn't, there was a complaint, lots of complaints about the food. So we came to the hotel, we had a food tasting event. That was really good. It was supposed to be 5, there were 7 of us, and we were well received by the hotel. It was good fun as well.
Okay, and why do you feel someone should take on the role of organising a future conference?
So here's the thing about Toastmasters, what I've learned. We don't need to know what we're doing. We just need to be available. We just need to be fast learners, I call it. And because there's a whole network, there's a whole resources out there, there are people who want to help you out. So once you know that and you're comfortable, once you've got a time available to do the work, then you step up to it. It's not about reinventing the wheel. So, for example, this conference was held in the same venue last year. So all we did was to pick up on the program, pick up on what went well, what didn't go well, and we just tweaked a few things like that. So you don't need to know what you're doing. By the time you know what you're doing, you have to leave the role. So right now, when I started, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just enthusiastic about it. Now I know what I'm doing, but then I have to let the next person roll and step onto something different.
Okay, and any lasting thoughts about the conference?
Yes, it's been a very, very good experience. It's been memorable. I'm pleased that everyone was happy. I particularly loved the team that helped me to put together the conference. They owned the role. I was pleased that they owned each role. They just stuck into it. And I stepped out of the way. I let them do what they do best. And I saw that at work a lot yesterday on Saturday with the registration, with the MC. It was just brilliant. And I just sat down. People were looking at me. I thought you're the conference director. I said, yes, but I better let them do what they're doing, otherwise I'll get in their way and then we'll ruin everything. So getting out of the way was good for me.
Okay, and Wole, thank you and your team for organising a successful conference. And if you're interested in perhaps putting on a conference yourself, then as Wole say, just do it, because you don't need to know what you're doing. You'll learn along the way.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. In the Fishbowl.